So I do want to say that you did go to the White House.
I did go to the White House. That's true.
Because you're a climate influencer.
Yeah, I think they just basically pulled up a list of all the people who do climate change work on social media, and I think I was like right at the bottom of the cutoff, and they let me in, which was great.
That's amazing.
And it was me and one other person, and then a bunch of 20-year-old TikTokers.
Oh.
And it was a very interesting dynamic to meet all these, and they're very cool people.
Yeah.
I now officially have a couple of Gen Z friends.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it like a hype house vibe where everyone was trying to collab?
White House, hype house.
While you're
to White
waiting
House.
for
yeah.
Joe to come in, were you guys like, we gotta meet up and collab when you're in Brooklyn? We'll do this. It was kind of like that.
Yeah. I mean, everyone was like really. It was like we were meeting Santa Claus for real. Like,
Yeah.
And it was not a guarantee. They're like, we want to invite you to the White House for the Inflation Reduction. Sorry to get political on you, but the Inflation Reduction Act. That's it. That was all the politics. Was
Most
being
people
signed.
that care about, but people are idiots. No one even knows what that is.
Okay, well, there was a big act, and it got signed on a certain day,
Which is amazing.
It was cool, and it was like a huge piece of climate policy, landmark, whatever. And
so you meet all these TikTok influencers.
Yeah, so we're like, they bring us in, but they're like, we just want to bring you to the White House with no, you won't meet like the president, just like come in and an event of a day of events. We went in, and they ushered us into this room, and
how are the chairs? You're sitting in a White House chair. What type of chair we're talking?
It's wood.
Mahogany.
It's like ornate mahogany. Yeah, I only know one kind of fancy wood, but luckily it was mahogany.
Yeah.
And so there's like these nice chairs, and it was like a big room with a big conference table.
Do they put out snacks for you?
No.
No snacks.
No snacks. No snacks.
That's wild.
I think they assumed that we would be too excited to eat. When I was not, I could have eaten, a bunch of snacks.
People need to get over themselves.
Which people? The White House people?
Biden, everybody.
This asshole thinks he runs the country.
Like,
you come to my mother's house, I got snacks instantly.
Everybody, there's less than 3 people. No, I would say, I don't even know how many people that if they're like, you got to get on a plane, do all this shit to meet me, and then no snack, like no food.
No snacks?
Like nothing.
A water bottle?
Like, people don't think about like, I always say this about weddings. It's like people that throw weddings don't think about the people coming to the wedding. They think about themselves. And it makes me sad to hear that the government is doing the same shit.
Let me tell you what.
They're not thinking about themselves.
Robbie,
they're not thinking about the people there.
What you're saying, Robbie.
I don't think
My
so.
question was a joke.
There should be snacks.
Well, Biden is not the wedding planner of every event at the White House.
No, not him, but like the team, I guess. They should have had snacks.
They should have had snacks.
Everywhere has snacks.
I think I have a theory on why they didn't have snacks.
Okay, I want to.
Now that you're forcing me to think about that.
Okay.
When you go to a place and it's got snacks, that feels like this is entertainment. Like we're having a nice time. This was like, I think they wanted to put us in business mode.
But I used to work at JP Morgan. There was anything that was like elevated importance. There was a snack. They had like there'd be like tiered snacks, and we would know. This is gonna be an important meeting. We're gonna get tier 3 snacks instead of tier 2 snacks.
They got the
like
soapy bottles
scones,
here.
or then like
3.
bacon, or like what I mean. It would be like boxed shit, and then maybe like cold, but there'll be bagels and stuff, and then there would be like the eggs and the bacon and there was always tiered snacks.
I hate to say this, Robbie, but there were not snacks.
Yeah,
although
I know.
I take it back, because at the end of the day,
take it back after all that.
Well, I think you'll see why. You'll see why I take it back.
We'll see.
Yeah. But feel free to pile onto that one sentence and then find out why you're wrong. Okay.
Hey, you listen. You know the bullshit we pull. We have guests come on, say one word, and then we shit on them.
Then it's 45 minutes.
I'm not shitting on you. I feel bad for you. I wish they were thinking of you more.
We want you to have all the
you know
success in the
what?
world.
Shockingly, I had a delightful time.
No, I'm sure it was mad cool.
So we went. They brought us into the Roosevelt Room, which is a big room with paintings of all the presidents named Roosevelt, of which I assume there were 2. Maybe there were more. I don't know. But then they handed us each a box of M&Ms that were White House brand, so like a box of like White House branded M&Ms.
You want to know something?
Huh?
I've been to the White House, and I got the same fucking M&Ms.
What?
Wait,
this
when
is
did
just
you
their
go to the
thing?
White House?
I went to the White House. I was as a child.
Like part of a group or as a
No,
tour?
a private tour. I knew my aunt knew someone that worked there.
Cool.
And we went and we got to meet Socks, which was Bill Clinton's cat. So we got to go in a room and pet the presidential cats.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they sent like us like a little care package, and it came with M&Ms from the White House, and then we put them in the freezer, and then one day I ate the M&Ms, and my mom flipped on me.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing with the M&Ms? What the fuck are we gonna do?
Keep them forever.
Yeah, they're chocolate.
How will we remember we went to the White House without M&Ms, Sebastian?
Like my mom freaked on me because I ate the M&Ms.
Yeah.
The M&Ms had to be eaten.
The ceremonial M&Ms, Sebastian.
What was I gonna be 50 years old and be like, I'm moving again? Like,
your
where
kids,
the M&Ms?
yeah.
How many houses was this M&Ms gonna see?
I mean, I think you did the right thing. I gave them to my dad.
You did.
Yeah, I thought he would probably enjoy them for a day and then eat them, and that's what I wanted.
Oh yeah.
Do you know the secret of them?
Mm-mm.
They're red, white, and blue.
Oh, I never knew because I didn't
open
them.
the box.
Wow.
They're red, white, and blue.
It is kind of weird that a company like a publicly traded company with some like potentially politically dubious ties to the cocoa industry has some kind of like handshake agreement with the White House to like every time someone goes here market our product for us. It's like could you get Loud About Nothing hats delivered to the White House? And so every time someone meets Biden, they get a Loud About Nothing hat for free, like a White House Loud About Nothing hat.
I guess we'd have to be more of an American institution.
I mean,
are M&Ms like one of the pillars of America?
I guess
people like chocolate, and what chocolate brand would be better to go with? What chocolate brand's more, I guess, American than M&Ms?
Hershey bars.
Hershey isn't. M&M's not Hershey?
No, Mars.
Mars is a different country, different planet even.
This is wild. This is the Illuminati.
Dude, this is the lizard brain.
Yes, they're all aliens running.
And they've been telling us for years right in front of our faces, and we've never put it together until Robbie knew that M&Ms were from Mars.
Well,
I did know.
It's so cool that you got to go do that.
It was rad. We met Kamala, we met Biden and their chief of staff. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Kamala exists still. I was shocked. I hadn't seen hide nor hair of her since the "We Did It, Joe" viral meme. But she's around. She's hanging. Yeah.
She's hanging. That's awesome. Yeah. I love this.
It was cool.
Yeah.
And then I went to the Cheesecake Factory. I got a chocolate martini to celebrate with myself.
That's amazing.
I left all the influencers. None of them could drink, I don't think. Anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
A couple of them could, but mostly they were very young.
How did they get into it?
Yeah,
like climate stuff.
Oh, well, so a lot of them are just like sustainability and social justice. So the Inflation Reduction Act has like a couple of like social justice-y pieces to it.
Okay.
And so I think they went down the list and there were like people with millions of followers, but they're like just politics influencers. And then at the bottom of the list was like me, basically. For real. Like I'm not just being humble.
No,
like I was like having under 1 million followers somewhere, I think was rare to go to the White House.
Wow.
Very weird. But I also I think somebody was like, we gotta let this guy in. He's doing nothing but climate shit. Like, give him a fucking bone for once. Jesus. Give him some of those M&Ms and send him on his way.
Yeah,
Should we get the snacks? Nah, man, not this guy.
Hey,
this guy does not deserve
snacks.
Let
the record show, Bad Bunny, probably the person I want to meet more than anyone in the world. If he was like, come to my house in Puerto Rico, I want to hang out with you. And I went for 3 hours. How long were you there?
4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours?
4 or 5 hours. I went to his house, did not offer me food, only offered me M&Ms. I'd be like, that was a little weird.
Can I just say, this
and I'll be so excited
is the
to meet
most
him.
Loud About Nothing combo.
That's true.
You saw the president, and all we're caught up on is the snacks and that they didn't present them.
Yeah, and you guys are mad at the president for there not being snacks. Like
him, but just like
the president,
5 hours. I mean, no snacks.
He popped into the room for 15 minutes on his 45 item agenda day, which included giving a speech to the world.
Oh my god!
And you guys are mad that there weren't more pretzel sticks in the Roosevelt room.
Cheese.
100%. It's so fun. Yeah, we got priorities. We have priorities here. Wow.
If I ever go back, I will. I'll send an email before I get there that says there better be some goddamn snacks and not just M&Ms.
Or bring your own, and then when you go through security, they'd be like, wait, you can't bring these in. I'll be like, sorry. Last time they didn't provide me any snacks.
Right,
I guess I need to provide my own.
Oh yeah, I thought I was supposed to cater this because you guys aren't doing it.
It'd be really pale passive aggressive.
Right. Yeah.
You're ordering pizzas. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. But it's 1600.
Yeah.
And then whatever the White House address is,
Yeah,
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Pennsylvania
Yeah,
Pennsylvania
there we go.
Avenue.
We all knew it.
I know from the Josh Gad show.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, he had a show, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh,
Beautiful.